Ever heard of open innovation? My guess is no. It is actually a pretty big part of our lives. Sena, if you can start us off with explaining exactly what open innovation is. It sounds like a Greek term almost.
It always does. So innovation is basically the implementation of new ideas or adding something new to something that exists. All right? So that's innovation. Every company innovates. So you have a research and development team that is basically paid to find out how best something new can be implemented into a product or service. Apple is always innovating. They take the iPhone and they add different features to it. They have different software. We have iOS 7, iOS 8, etc. So that's innovation. Open innovation is a new paradigm where they're trying to knock the four walls of the R&D department and implement and bring in new ideas from outside the company. Now, what open innovation is pushing the company to do is get ideas from outside and implement it into your normal product or service.
It's basically just increasing the permeability of your R&D department to be able to either let in new ideas or take out ideas which are existing in that knowledge silo. If you have a closed pool of people working on something, they tend to have a certain culture and think a certain way. Whereas if you allow the permeability to increase, you might have certain trains of thought and perspectives which would change the way you decide to either implement or develop a product. So for me, aside from the strategic and business aspects, it's also got a lot to do with the knowledge sharing culture in general.
The open innovation platform that we are using has two sides to it. We have a challenge side and we have a technology offer side. Now, the challenge side is when we go into companies and we ask them to list a number of challenges they have. A challenge is just a problem that you feel you have in the company and you've gone over and above your research and development capacity to solve it, and you're not solving it. The technology offer side is the reverse. That is where we have upcoming entrepreneurs or just innovators who have found an invention or an innovation that works in their community, but they want someone to take it up. For example, we never knew that we wanted touchscreens until touchscreen phones were pushed in our faces. That's not something that we as the customers or the clientele or the community said, hey, we're tired of push button cell phones. We want touchscreen now. So touchscreen cell phones are a technology offer. They were pushed in our faces and we accepted. A technology offer can be anything. It can be a traditional drink that one wants to make commercialized. It can be a different way of herding cattle, things like that. So there's different forms of technology innovations and inventions that can come into being.
I think the staple of it will be definitely to be able to involve the students, because from students can come tech offers. They can also solve challenges, and not only that, but they could also be problem solvers in the general industry. The palette for open innovation is very, very broad. It can be corporate, it could be people in the service industry, production industry. We could even solve process problems, which are not as necessarily tangible like products. There's definitely a whole wide range of different kinds of industry that can get involved, and general public as well, because a lot of the solutions come from there as well.
I would really, really like to see the private sector come on board in any form, corporate, banking, anything, clothing industry. This is a concept that is generally new to Africa and Southern Africa. We have the triple helix model, which is government, private sector, and academia working together. And now there's the new quadruple, where they've added civic society. So civic society, private sector, government, and academia working together. And I think open innovation, because it breaks the four walls down of an R&D department, that's the basic description. It breaks the four walls down of working within your field. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing how, the synergies and the relationship will come on board. But private sector, please do come on board. This is something that would definitely benefit them.